Assalamu alaikum all. So today I'm going to be talking about how language learning is mostly done by yourself. Now, I used to think I had to take lessons. I needed like a really good teacher to learn the language. And, I would just pick up a language just by going to those lessons, maybe doing a bit of homework. But the more and more I try to sort of learn languages, and at the moment I'm trying to learn French and Arabic, the more and more I realize it's pretty much down to yourself. Most of the work will actually come from yourself. And one of the good things about that is it's actually quite empowering, as you realize that, learning a language can all come down to you. So if you're new here, I just want to say this channel is all about my language learning journey as a Muslim and sharing those tips to everyone out there. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have seen lots of courses out there, lots of adverts for courses saying you can learn the language in, X number of days, buy this course or this app and you learn the language. It'd be really cool, really easy, potentially. Learn the language in 30 days, learn French 30 days or something. Now, that got me thinking, actually, there's lots of good courses and apps out there with good content and great structure and loads of, nice exercises and things like that. But regardless of the app or course or whatever you buy, it's actually down to yourself. And, I have to myself, if I want to learn French and Arabic, I have to do the work mainly myself. That's, listening, reading, writing, potentially, however you want to do it, And a course is great to give me some structure and stuff, but I still have to go and do that work and, spend that time practicing the language and trying to, pick it up. Now, it also got me thinking that I don't need to look for one special course, regardless of the course that's out there, I'm the one that has to do most of the work. So, the teacher and the course can give me some information, but it's me doing all the work. And at the end of the day, to pick up a language, it all comes down to the same thing, which is find the thing I enjoy the most, because I'm going to be doing most of the work by myself. So I need to find what I enjoy the most in order to keep me motivated and keep me going with that language. Now, it's about finding the thing, the course, potentially the app or whatever it is that I stick to and that I will enjoy the most, because what I enjoy the most is what I'm more likely to stick to. So if I get a textbook that isn't really working for me, there's no point in trying to slog it out, because it's going to be harder to follow and more likely that I'm going to kind of fail in terms of using that book. And what does work for me is watching Netflix, YouTube in French, for example, with French subtitles, and then just translating odd words here and there. That kind of really works. Really easy way, fun way to do it. I'm watching a lot of cooking shows, watching some French TV shows as well. There's one about property on the Netflix channel that's really cool. So what I've learned is, I don't worry about what is the most effective, but what will actually stick to. There's some super intensive language learning courses out there. I know in the US military, I saw a video about how, they teach people to speak, I don't know what, some language like Arabic or something, or Russian or Chinese or whatever it might be, like really quickly and very intensive. And that's something I don't think I'll be sort of wanting to do or be able to kind of sort of handle, but it's because it's not going to be as enjoyable as watching Netflix and reading and doing things that I actually kind of enjoy. I also like to compare this sort of language journey to like exercise. So back in the day I would like maybe have an exercise for like 2 hours or something, and I'd do it a few times and then I kind of give up as well, because it's just too much to do in one go, trying to do all of that sort of work. And I've read books like Atomic Habits, which has been really good and really helpful, and just kind of talking about try and break things down, have a small habit that I can do every day. Because if I can't do like just a few minutes of exercise every day, how am I going to do 2 hours of exercise every day? And I've kind of got a really nice routine now where I do like press ups, some lunges, some squats. Like it's really easy, it doesn't take me very long, plus a little bit of kettlebells. I find that kind of really works for me. So it's more like kind of more little and often, so I try and do that probably on most days, and definitely works much better for me. So I kind of want to do the same thing with my language learning as well. I don't want to be too intensive 3-4 hour sessions. I don't think that's something I'll be able to do, or something that I kind of enjoy doing. So I've got to find that small right amount of chunk that I can do every day. It kind of also reminds me of another quote, which is that you only fail when you quit. Now, and that sounds quite cheesy, but I actually really like this quote. It's basically, I only fail when I stop trying to learn, when I stop trying to pick up the language, stop trying to, go to the books or whatever it is. It's not about feeling guilty. It's just about just keep going. It really is about just sticking to it. And I wish if I had done that earlier, I would have known like Arabic by now. I'm convinced I would have. So it's just about just sticking to it. And then another thing is, what about speaking to other natives for practice? Surely that's not doing it by yourself. You're actually working with someone else. But even in that case, it would be down to me to set up appointments with other French people that speak French. I need to go to that lesson. I need to do some homework beforehand. I need to make sure I can converse with them. I still have to do a lot of work in order to make that session like a success. And same goes to what about getting a teacher as well. Like a teacher's great, can help you kind of pick up languages, help answer questions and things like that, help you and sort of guide you through the course. But at the end of the day, it's down to you to kind of, do the homework, spend time practicing, spend time listening, spend time doing the exercises, all of that sort of stuff, and you can't always do that in the lesson. You have to start kind of almost do homework and then kind of bring it in. So and just, I guess the final thought I just want to leave you with is that it's actually very empowering to know that, we have this potential within ourselves to learn the language, and it's just about sticking to it, finding what we enjoy and just kind of continuing with it. It's not about finding this sort of magic special course or magic teacher and only that person can kind of teach me the language. Oh, this is the course, this is the one that I want. No, it is really just about doing the work and just committing to it and going for it. And I'm convinced that that is really the main thing, is just trying to find that thing that will keep me focused and keep working on the language for for a regular period. So I just want to say thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please smash that like button. Assalamu alaikum.